I've been trading for 9 years, and during that time, I've literally spent and lost thousands and thousands of dollars just trying to master this skill. Here are the most important things that I've learned. Like many of you, I started trading for one thing and one thing only: financial freedom. And back then, when I started in 2016, when I was about 16 years old, it meant a little bit different to me because at that age, it meant that I didn't have to go through college, didn't have to go to university, didn't have to go through this normal pathway that everyone goes through in life, just so maybe at the end of it, I can then maybe make a decent living. And I really hated the idea off that, the idea that I could be trapped in a system that's not going to allow me to progress and really achieve and live the life that I wanted to live. And I think that's why trading resonated with me and resonates with you, because you want to live life on your own terms. You want to be able to secure your financial future. You never want to worry about a bill. And I didn't want to have to stress about, oh yeah, how much money do I have this month? What budget do I need to have? The idea of just thinking that I have to live like that forever, and then maybe in the hopes that I climb up the financial ladder, then I can be able to live a decent life. I just didn't like that idea at all. And I think that's why trading spoke to me so much, because it meant that I didn't need to go through that whole process. I didn't need to do that in order to be someone and achieve the life that I want to live. And trading was the answer because it meant and spoke freedom to me. And that is what I ultimately wanted. So we then dive deeper into this trading world, and what they don't tell you and what they don't put in the fucking front manual page when you start trading is that this shit is not a get rich quick scheme. And I learned that so quickly and so fast as soon as I actually put my head down and realized that trading is the hardest way to make easy money. And that's like a punch in the gut, because you then realize, oh shit, the trading world is literally full of people showing their 5 minutes of fame moment. Does that make sense? Like, it's only showing the Instagrammable moment, but it doesn't show the process that went into achieving that, only for the legit people that have actually made it. Like, it doesn't show the entire process. So we buy into this idea that, oh yeah, we can get to this level quickly because we're just seeing people who are at their level of their success already. And I love this quote that Trader Dante says, is that successful trading is literally like getting pregnant. Everybody congratulates you once you're pregnant, but no one knows how many times you got fucked to get there. And it's that simple. So we then think this idea that, oh, nah, I can do this quickly. I can do this so easily. What's the fastest way to make this money? And then we get into this culture of just trying to do things so fast and trying to get shortcuts because we're only seeing people's success online. So that distorts our perception on the reality of this game. And I fell victim into this. I wanted to take the shortcuts. I mean, when I first started trading, I was buying courses, just being like, okay, show me the strategy, bro. Just show me the strategy. I didn't want to learn anything. I was like, just show me the pattern that's going to allow me to make money. And it's this chase of just trying to get to your destination quickly and trying to shortcut things that actually hurts you in the process. And it's going to double the time it takes to actually get to the goal. Because one thing you got to realize about trading is that taking the long route is the fastest way to get into your success. And I see this culture in the ICT world now. A lot of traders are like, just show me the pattern, bro. Show me what makes me the money. Show me the strategy. But no, you need to step back and sit down and actually submit to the process of understanding why it is you're doing in your strategy. Don't just try learn a pattern, because a pattern isn't going to get you anywhere. You need to understand why the market is moving in the way it's moving, and then that's what actually unlocks the success that you want. And I wish someone would have told me this, Gerald. Just sit down and apply yourself properly. Apply yourself to learning things properly. Take the long route, because it's going to allow you to get to your goal much faster. And boy, did I learn the hard way. Boy, did I learn the hard way. Like, I remember trading in this space, and I want to make the fast money. I want to get the quick money. And back then, there was no prop firms. There wasn't this whole prop firm things. It was just live accounts, and it was like a flipping culture back then when I started trading, right? So everyone was trying to flip $100 into $1,000 and then to 100K. Everyone's trying to flip $1,000 into 200,000 into a million and things like that. And I was sucked into that idea, and I remember I'd literally be going to work all the time, working, grinding, putting money in a live account, blowing it. And you know the feeling and you know the pain of blowing money that you know you need to last you the month, and then Now you got to worry about, shit, how am I even going to pay for transport to even get to work for the next month? And that's all happening simply because you're trying to rush the process. You're not applying yourself properly. You're not choosing process over fantasy, process over the idea that you can get this quickly. And because I was trying to chase this high and trying to chase this fast money, it then actually hindered my progress and my process into learning, because it distorted my perception of, okay, does trading actually work? And then I now start questioning myself. And then now it's mentally messing me up, because now whenever I'm getting into trades and whenever I'm trying to trade now, because I'm attaching the outcome of my process to money, I'm now second guessing my process. I'm now second guessing my approach to trading, which then led me to blowing more accounts. And I blew many accounts. I blew so many accounts, right? I'm telling you right now. I blew so many accounts instead of realizing that, okay, if I follow my plan and my process, the money is going to be a byproduct of doing things the right way. And then you quickly realize that, oh shit, this stuff isn't just about what's on the charts. This is me versus me. Like, in these charts, these are a reflection of me. This is a reflection of me. If I'm unable to follow through on my process and do the things the right way, the charts are literally just bringing it up and bringing it out. And boy, was that a painful process. I mean, it got so bad. I'm going to give you a funny story, right? It got so bad that me and my brother, because I was trading my brother, right? It got so bad in terms of just always trying to chase this quick money and not follow my process, and always trying to avoid myself and avoid the fact that I have to sit down and do things the right way. It got so bad that me and my brother had this thing, right? That every Friday that we'd send each other like a voice note telling each other like, okay, what we did right for the week, what we did wrong for the week. And the aim was to just keep ourselves streamlined and give each other some kind of accountability, which kind of didn't work because trading is a lonely game at the end of the day. And we called it cable confessions because we only traded like GBP/USD and EUR/USD, and you know the nickname for GBP/USD is cable. And every week we literally send each other a voice note, and they'll be like, oh yeah, cable confession. Yeah, this week I got absolutely wrecked in the markets. I just felt so greedy, and then I started revenge trading, and then I tilted, and then yeah, it resulted into a blown account. It got so bad that every week was literally sending each other basically the same story. And I kind of made me realize, like, what? Something has to change here. In order for me to see a different change, something has to change. And that's the thing with this trading thing. Change is not easy. You actually have to put a conscious effort in the willingness to change if you want things to change. And if you don't, you're going to drive yourself to a point where you're going to feel like giving up. And you might be in a point right now where you want to give up. But the problem is that you already know you've been bitten by that bug of trading. You've been bitten by the possibility that you know and you've seen that trading can make for you if you just apply yourself to the process. You've seen people now get $1 million payouts. You've seen what prop firms can do for other people. You've seen the success that's possible just by virtue of you just locking in and applying yourself. So you can't quit. You can't give up, and you shouldn't give up. I mean, look at me. I've been through this whole process, and if I had given up 5 years ago, right, I literally made my first multiple six figures in trading this year, right? 9 years in. And think about this. If I had given up 5 years ago, I never would have been in this position to be able to trade prop firms and actually start getting some success in trading. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So you can't give up. What else are you going to do? There is no better fight than doing this trading thing, but we just have to do things right. We have to apply ourselves right. And unfortunately, no one's going to understand it. Only us traders are going to understand it. No one's going to get it. Your family isn't going to understand why you're doing this, because they're going to be in certain positions. You've probably been in certain situations where your family asking you, avoiding that conversation when they're asking, so how's trading going? And you just like don't know what to say because they wouldn't understand what you're fighting for. They just don't get it. Your family isn't gonna understand. So when they're asking, you're just thinking, even if I told you that, yes, I'm still going through this process, and yes, I still haven't reached the success that I want, and yes, I've been doing this for a year, 2 years, you're not gonna understand. You're just gonna look at me like I'm an idiot. You're just gonna think, what? You've been doing this 2 years and nothing has happened. But leave those people, because you know what's possible. You understand that you can break free from the system. People like that, they can't break free from the system. They don't understand what's possible beyond what the system has told them is possible. Does that make sense? You're an anomaly. You trying to get into this trading, you in trading right now, you trying to make this work, you're an anomaly. Trust me. Not many people think like you. Not many people think that there's more to life and they deserve more in life. It's completely rare. And now trust me, and I always think about it, it's like, why can't everybody think like this? Why can't everybody want more in life? But no, it's not for everyone, and that's fine. It's for me and you. It's for you that's watching this video, because you know of the possibilities of what trading can bring in for you. So you can't give up. You can't. And you shouldn't give up. What you need to do is apply yourself. Apply yourself. Stick to the process. Start applying yourself to doing this right. And one thing you're going to realize is that the thing that got you here, that drive, and this is, oh my God, this is what changed for me. When I started seeing the most progress for me in trading, when I started just actually seeing some success in trading, I had to have this mental shift, right? And this is crazy, because it was understanding that the thing that drove me to this point, the thing that gave me the motivation to get to this point, right, was the idea of that, okay, my come up story is going to be good. My come up story is going to be lit. I'm the person that's going to make it through. I'm the person that's going to go through all these hardships, never giving up, and then get to the top. That's the hero's journey, right? But one thing you got to realize is that once you get to a certain point in trading where you understand the technicals, where you understand what you need to do in order to success, you need to leave that identity behind, because the thing that got you here is no longer the thing that can keep you at this level or allow you to advance to the next level. Because some of you guys still feel yourself, associate yourself with the identity that you're in this hero's journey. You're constantly trying to get to the top and you're constantly falling short, and that's what reflects in your trading, is this hero's journey mentality. And you need to let that go, because you're in a position where now you're trying to get to the next level. You have to realize that you're worthy of success. You're worthy of the fruits of your labor. And once I realized that I needed to let go of this hero's journey, this idea of being addicted to constantly trying to get to the top and falling short, because it's what's keeping me in the position I'm in. Once I realized and I chose that I no longer want to be the person who falls victim to who they believe themselves to be. I want to choose a new path and a new destination for myself. And in order to do that, I need to become someone different. I need to become a person worthy of success in trading. That's when things started to change for me. When I started believing and I started deeming myself worthy of the success, and I started behaving in that way, that's when the doors opened up. And the same thing can happen for you. You just need to believe you're worthy. You need to let go of that identity and really put a conscious effort into sticking to your process and realizing that the profits are just a byproduct of the process. That's when you're going to see success come much faster for you. Because what else are we going to do? We're going to have to continue to take the risk, because you got to remember, to be bowling, you gotta be all in. Yeah, because bowling, B-A, all in. Anyways, I hope you guys found value in this video. If you did, let me know in the comments. Where are you at in your journey? What are you going through? Like, comment, subscribe, because I make videos every week, and I'll see you guys in the next video.